optical fiber cables in the Red Sea. These optical fiber cables are known as the undersea cables. These undersea cables are in the Red Sea region. They are being cut, and due to this cut, it has disrupted internet in Asia, internet in South Asia, including in countries like Pakistan, India, and West Asia, including countries like Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and all. So these undersea cable cuts have impacted the internet, and internet is a very vital component in our day-to-day lives, in the economies of the world, because internet disruptions lead to these kind of challenges which any economy can face. And on September 7, 2025, a series of undersea cable cuts in Red Sea have led to significant internet disruptions in countries like India, Pakistan, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. So this is what it has done. Okay. Now, this incident has raised concerns over security of critical global digital infrastructure. Now just imagine that these undersea cables, they are vulnerable to attacks also. Any militant organization or any country can lead to these kind of cuts, and these kind of cuts can impact the economy and day-to-day lives of the people over there in any country. These can be done by accidents also. It is not like always deliberately done. And whatever may be the reason, we should, as a society collectively, should make arrangements for saving or insulating these deep undersea cables from such kind of disruptions, or from such kind of I would say attacks on them, because internet is very vital nowadays. So this is why this news is very, very important for us. Now what happened? Multiple undersea internet cables were severed in Red Sea, specifically near Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Affected cable systems include SMW4, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Western Europe 4. It is operated by Tata Communications of India. IMEWE, the second undersea cable, India, Middle East, Western Europe, managed by consortium led by Alcatel Submarine Networks. And FALCON, it is operated by GCX, another private company, also affected near Kuwait. The Microsoft Azure confirmed increased latency in Middle East. Now once these cables are cut or disrupted, it is not like the internet is blocked. Internet, or I would say data connectivity or data flows, happen through other cables, backup cables, but that causes delays, that causes reduction in speed of internet, and that is what we are calling it as latency. So it has confirmed increased latency in Middle East. NetBlocks and Internet Monitoring Group reported widespread connectivity degradation. Pakistan Telecommunications Company Limited and Kuwaiti authorities acknowledged the disruptions, and UAE users on Do and Etisalat also experienced slower connections. So these slower connections or latent, I would say, internet connections have had an impact. Now what are undersea cables? These are fiber optic cables laid along the ocean floor. Fiber optics, now as you can see, these are fiber optic cables. This is obviously made up image. It is not so big as it is looking like, but yes, what are fiber optics? These fiber optical cables work on the principle of total internal reflection. Now in our school days, we might have learnt about the concept of refraction, when light flows from a denser medium to a lighter medium, it, this is the normal, it reflects or it refracts away from the normal. It is a denser medium, it is a lighter medium. Okay. Now, how much it will be, refracted, it depends upon this particular angle. If this angle is increased further, it will lead to, this kind of refraction. And this is called as total internal reflection, because here it is being reflected back. And these optical fiber cables, they work on this total internal reflection principle. See, these are the cables. These beams are thrown in such an angle, which is a wider angle, so that it gets reflected back, and again it gets reflected back, it gets reflected back. Like this, the signal flows. And this is how, data packets are spread all across the world. Internet is available all across the world through these optical fiber cables. And they carry 95% of global internet and data traffic. They are essential for international communication, no doubt about this fact, finance, cloud computing and cyber security, because almost all the domains are dependent upon internet, including governance of any country, especially a country like India, where digital transformation has happened post the Digital India mission, and e-governance is basically being pursued very aggressively by the government nowadays. E-governance means electronic service delivery, and electronic service delivery happens through the internet. Typically, internet traffic is rerouted via alternative cables. If one is damaged, but this causes latency or delays, then slower speeds will be there. If a cable is damaged, then internet traffic is rerouted via alternative cables. And rerouting it via alternative cables, creates latency or reduced speeds of the internet. Causes of such kind of damage, they can be accidental, like ship anchors. When the anchors go down on the ocean surface, they can, damage the optical fiber cables which are laid under sea. Earthquakes can damage, natural wear of these cables can happen. Intentional sabotage or targeting in geopolitical conflicts, like the Houthis were threatening to do this. Unknown, no official confirmation or cause in current incident. Current incident which has happened, we don't have confirmed cause of the incident. It can be accidental, it can be intentional also. The Houthis have previously been accused of plotting attacks on undersea cables, though they denied responsibility for it. In this case, a dragged anchor by a ship attacked earlier by Houthis may have caused the cuts, but it is not confirmed. Yemen's internationally recognized government, which is the Sunni government, blamed the Houthi militia. Houthis are also in Yemen, but these are Shias. The Yemen government, which is internationally recognized, which is a Sunni government, have blamed the Houthis for such kind of attacks, but Houthis are denying it. As of now, it is not yet testified that why this, undersea cable disruption has been there. Now, the geopolitical context. Since geopolitics, you aim to destabilize or disturb the other countries. So, Red Sea over here is a strategic choke point. This is the Red Sea, this portion. This is Mediterranean Sea, and this is the Indian Ocean over here. And this is the Suez Canal. Okay. So, Red Sea and strategic choke points. The Red Sea connects Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean via Suez Canal. Here is Africa, here is Asia, and here is Europe. That is why this becomes very vital, this portion. And here is Yemen, where the Houthis are operating. And that is why, the suspicion is upon the Houthis that Houthis might have done it. So, it is a vital route for global trade and data. From late 2023 to 2024, Yemen's Houthi rebels targeted over 100 ships using missiles and drones in protest of Israel's military campaign in Gaza. Israel's military campaign in Gaza was against the Hamas in response to the attacks by Hamas in October 2023. Hamas are Sunnis, but these Houthis are Shias. They have come in solidarity of the Sunni militant organization, that is Hamas. And hence they have been doing such or undertaking such kind of attacks in the Red Sea. These Houthis are supported by Iran. And Iran has also come in support of the Palestinians. Means Iran is Shia and Palestinians are Sunnis. So this phenomenon has been happening in West Asia since 2023, or I would say post 2020. The US, Israel and allies responded with airstrikes on the Houthi rebels. The Iran-backed Houthis have sunk 4 vessels and killed at least 8 mariners so far. Potential motivations: pressure tactics against Israel and Western interests, disruption of maritime and digital infrastructure as a form of asymmetric warfare, strain on US-Iran nuclear negotiations, and regional stability. These might be the potential motivations for the Houthis to do such kind of attacks. Why it matters, these attacks? Cyber security, exposed vulnerabilities in global internet infrastructure. Cyber security is very, very important in nowadays because every domain, almost every domain is digitally powered or digitally backed. And maintaining cyber security is of utmost importance for the governments all across the world, including Indian government. Digital economy, it is progressing. Slower internet and disruptions to services like cloud computing and all can impact digital economies. Geopolitical risk of escalation involving multiple actors like Houthis, US, Iran, Israel. And India's interest, Indian networks and cloud services were directly affected, emphasizes need for diversified digital routing. We should not be solely dependent upon the undersea cables passing in the vicinity of Red Sea, because we know that this region is vulnerable. This region is a choke point also, and it is vulnerable due to presence of rebels like Houthi rebels. Houthi rebels are not against India. They are against the West. They are against Israel. And in their pursuit, they are causing damages which is impacting us. So this is how it needs to be understood. Statements and reactions. The Yemeni government, which is believed to be working in Israel, this Yemeni government is the government of the Sunnis. And against this Yemeni government, which is recognized by the globe or which is recognized by the world, is facing challenges from the Shia rebels of Yemen, that is the Houthis. They want to form the government in Yemen, and there is constant fighting going on between the Houthi rebels and the government, Sunni government over there. Sunni government is being backed by the Sunni countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, and these Houthi rebels are being backed by Iran. And this conflict is going on since many years now. Houthis via Al Masira TV acknowledged the cable cuts but denied responsibility that they did that. The conclusion is Red Sea cable disruption highlights the growing interdependence between digital infrastructure and geopolitical stability. Digital infrastructure will depend upon geopolitical stability because, if these cable cuts are intentional due to geopolitical conflicts, this will disrupt the internet. Internet disrupted will impact the digital economies and day-to-day lives of the people as well. So this needs to be taken care of pretty well.